When you invite your best friend over to hang out during her maternity leave, but don't tell her you're painting your kitchen.
So there's this prank that friends do for their other friends, right? So they're going to invite the friend over to their house and be like, oh, let's hang out. Come to my house, let's hang out. So immediately they get to the house, they'll not hand over like a paintbrush and say, okay, I was actually painting my living room. I was actually painting my kitchen. So you have to join me. So you see friends be like, oh my God. Then they'll not start painting the whole house. And so it's like a prank to the friends. And fine, they're helping the other friend as well. But this particular prank got everybody talking because this friend did it to a postpartum mom. A friend is having maternity leave. Obviously, she just put to bed, right? And she brought the baby to the house. And now she was carrying the baby with the baby carrier. She was carrying a diaper bag, and now you handed the painting brush to your friend to paint the house. We all thought probably okay, probably it's just a prank until she videoed when our friend was painting the house. Let me show you all this video.
Caroline, are you ready to see Auntie Becca and hang out for the day?
Hi.
Hey! Hi, friend.
Welcome.
Was this a trick?
Well, I just thought you might want to do a little bit of painting. You know, I got started. It's not that much.
Looks like we're painting today.
Yay. My plan worked.
Suckered into work, that's all this is.
Happy maternity.
What would you do if you were the friend? Would you paint the house? Firstly, for me, that is health risk for the child, for the mom as well, because she's still recovering. And if you see the excitement on her face, hey, are you ready to see Auntie so? And she's like, is this a prank? And I feel like she's the only friend that she has, and so she just have to do anything that she wants her to do. I believe so. But what would you do if you're in that position? Let me show you all some reaction videos, then I'll share my thoughts at the end of the videos.
Leave.
Caroline, are you ready to see Auntie Becca and hang out for the day?
Hi.
Hey! Hi, friend.
Welcome. So let me get this straight. You invited over your postpartum friend to do manual labor and a newborn into your house while painting, and as she's still holding the car seat, you hand her over a paint roller. You could have just told her over the phone that you hate her. It was heartbreaking to look at that woman's face when you handed her the paint roller and you were dead serious. She was excited when she walked in that door, and having mental health matters in your profile and doing that to your best friend is crazy. I wouldn't invite anybody over to my house to just paint and not tell them unless it was paying them. God bless.
Have you seen the video of the woman on maternity leave that her friend handed her a paint roller at the door?
Hi.
Hey! Hi, friend.
Welcome.
Was this a trick?
Her job put her on maternity leave, but then you put her to work in your apartment. She waited for her friend to go through pregnancy, have the baby, before she opens a bucket of paint. Baby looks like a couple of weeks old, fresh baby. Opening a bucket of paint when a newborn is present is bonkers to me. All the toxins, the fumes, the newborn's lungs are not ready for it. But she's like, nah, I don't care for you or your baby. Get to work, girl. You couldn't wait for the baby to be 6 months old and for the baby to not be in the apartment and let your friend heal properly if you needed help that bad. She has not even put the baby down. She's still holding the baby. She didn't help her friend with the baby. She didn't help her friend take the baby. She's like, you have the diaper bag, you have the baby in your other hand, you have a free hand. Here, take a paint roller. And she calls her best friend. I always say your enemy is never a stranger. It's always the people close to you.
My plan worked.
Am I tripping or that just really happened? She was really painting. She really did open that paint bucket. Really did paint with the baby in the room. And the mother's like, this particular prank where you invite your friends over for a hangout and you give them paint roller is actually a trend. I've seen it multiple times, but not once in my life have I seen anybody invite a new mom to come paint. Motherhood will always expose the people around you. Some friends will step up. Others will reveal who they were all along. They will reveal that they were just using you. They don't care if you live or die. They absolutely don't care. As long as you're serving a purpose for them, that's all they care about. And when they're done using you for that one purpose, they'll stop talking to you until the next time they need you again.
Happy maternity leave.
There's no space in heaven for her friend. Even if she repents, it's eternal damnation. There's no space in heaven for a friend that behaves like this. A friend that decides to put you to work during your rest season is not a friend. That is an enemy in disguise.
I know you just launched a baby from your loins, but would you mind coming over?
Ready to see Auntie Becca hang out for the day?
Hi.
Hey! Hi, friend.
Welcome.
Was this a trick?
Well, I just thought you might want to do a little bit of painting. Plan worked.
This video is crazy. Her friend, who she invites over, who just had a baby, she's on maternity leave, freshly postpartum, and she's like, hey, and the girl's like, hey, like probably so freaking excited to get out of the house and do something and have like some friend time, some adult time. She's holding the newborn in the carrier, and her friend hands her a paint roller. She's like, what are we doing? She's like, I thought we could paint together. I already got started. And then she's filming her actually painting. She actually had this girl do housework, paint work. That is not a friend. That is an enemy. Is this rage bait? Like, I don't even know what I would do in that situation. I would probably, because I'm such a good person, help her finish painting and then never talk to her again. I would be mortified if I walked in and she was filming me and I couldn't cry and be like, oh, you have to really paint? And I'd be like, oh my God, I'd take the roller. I hope this is ex-best friend now.
So this was a crazy video. It says when you invite your best friend over to hang out during her maternity leave, but you don't tell her you're painting your kitchen.
Are you ready to see Auntie Becca hang out for the day?
Hi.
Hey! Hi, friend.
Welcome.
Was this a trick?
Well, I just thought you might want to do a little bit of painting. You know, I got started. It's not that much.
Looks like we're painting today.
Yay. My plan worked.
Suckered into work, that's all this is.
Happy maternity leave.
So I just want to emphasize that it said maternity leave. That means this woman has upward of 6, 8, 12 weeks at home with her infant. And her friend invites her over. Obviously, this mom thinking that she's getting a day out. Not only did I think about, oh, okay, we made the mom with the baby pack up and leave and come over to your house. It's not always bad. Sometimes moms like to get out of the house. Okay, fine, we'll let it slide. She walks in the door excited to have a visit with her friend saying, we're going to hang out for the day. So exciting. And this friend hands her a rolling paintbrush. Do you not think that that mom is exhausted, tired, trying to still figure out a schedule with their new baby? This is honestly the most insulting thing I've ever seen. Truly. You mean to tell me that instead of giving that mom friend a really nice, fun day out, maybe going and getting coffee, maybe walking around Target, or simply sitting on your couch and just chatting and allowing that mom a space where she does not feel so alone and isolated, and you think she wants to come over and do a project for you? What about all the projects that your friend is sitting in her home watching just pile up and pile up and pile up, and she can't get to it because she's constantly sitting down having to feed a baby, change a baby, bathe a baby, put babies down for nap? I actually cannot believe that this type of mindset even exists. Mom's face when she walked in, she's greeting her dog even, and she seems very thrown off. So just a PSA, don't do this. Don't do this to your friend. Your friend is looking for connection. And if you are inviting her over to your home, let it just be that. And if not that, an even better solution would be going over to your friend's house, asking how you can help her, and then trying to figure out something to do to get out of the house that still makes sense for that baby and this new postpartum mom. I want to hear from you guys. What would you do if your best friend invited you over to her house? You packed up your baby, you headed out, and you got over there and you were handed a project to do. Let me know your thoughts down below.
Caroline, are you ready to see Auntie Becca hang out for the day?
Hi.
Hey! Hi, friend.
Welcome.
When you invite your best friend over to hang out during her maternity leave, but don't tell her you're painting your kitchen, wow. The way you thought the internet was gonna rally behind you thinking this was cute, quirky, and funny. When in reality, you just showed everybody how much of a shitbag you are. how much of a horrible person and horrible friend you are. Look at this poor woman's face. She's like, there's no way this is happening right now. Inviting your freshly postpartum friend over while she's on maternity leave to paint your kitchen without telling her. Inviting her over and not telling her what you want her to do. That is actually disgusting. Not even to mention the toxic paint fumes that this newborn baby is inhaling. This woman is healing from giving birth. Whether she pushed that kid out of her coot cat or it was cut out of the sunroof, you're going to make her work? You're going to invite her over and hand her a paintbrush as soon as she walks through the door? All while recording her to put it on the internet because you thought it was funny. You thought we were going to go, ah, how funny. And now your account is gone because that's not what happened. Can you imagine how positively viral your video would have gone if you were like, hey, my friend just gave birth. I'm going to go over to her house and I'm going to clean her house for her. She just gave birth. I'm sure she's in a lot of pain. She's healing. She's learning how to navigate life with a new baby. Let me go make her life a little bit easier. Let me go do her dishes. Let me bring her a meal. But no, you said, hey, come over, girl. Let's hang out. And then you hand her a paintbrush when she walks through the door and says, paint my kitchen. The way I would have a mugshot after that, I would be in jail. I would be in jail. I would be in jail. I'd be behind bars.
I want to even know where they put the baby while they were painting. And I'm not going to blame the postpartum mom for painting the friend's house because I feel like it's giving, you're my only friend and I don't want to go to the house and I want to spend time with you. So I feel like she doesn't have, she doesn't have anybody to talk to. She doesn't have anybody to be with and she has been with the baby all along. So if my friend wants me to paint, I'm going to paint. I'm going to blame the friend that handed the paint over to a postpartum friend because at least you should think about the baby and think about her health as well. It doesn't make sense. Really, this is the time that she needs to rest, the time that she needs to be pampered, not time that she has to do free labor for you. You should be the other way. You should be the one asking that, do you need me to do anything for you? Do you need me? Like these are the times that you have to help her. These are the time that you have to want her to help you and paint. Yeah, painting the house might be fun if she was not a postpartum mom. Just as I said, this was a prank that was going on social media, and a lot of friends. At the end of the day, it was a very fun, fun video and all of that. In fact, they call it sip and paint. Yes, it was a sip and paint prank. You know that they thought it was just painting the canvas, but not knowing that they're going to paint the entire house. At the end of the day, it was fun and all of that was a different kind of fun and different kind of game that friends play. So there's nothing wrong if you do that to your friend if she was not a postpartum mom, if she was not pregnant, if she did not bring a baby, right? But she just put to bed, she's on leave and she needs to rest and she's with her baby. You're kind of causing harm to the baby. Baby cannot inhale paint. Even as an adult, if your lungs are not strong enough and you stay in newly painted room or your newly painted space, you're going to be choking, you're going to have allergy and all of that. It can even get reaction as an adult, right? Now compared to a baby and to a mom that is still healing. We don't know the way she put to bed. Probably she had cesarean section or she put to bed, a normal vag delivery, or she had CL, or she had this. We don't know, right? And it's, for me, I just feel like health risks. You should think about health risks first before you do a prank that is not funny. It's not actually funny, and I actually blame that friend that was not being thoughtful to our friend, right? What is your take on this video? What would you do if you're the friend that brought the baby? Would you still go ahead and paint or just walk out? Let me know your thought down in the comment section respectfully. As always, your girl Mary Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.